What the fuck was Bran doing the whole time? He's obviously
What the fuck does Bran do any time and he wins the whole fucking show?
Hello and welcome to Incomplete Geeks, a gay geek podcast. I am your co-host, John Marks. My motto is, winter isn't the only thing that's coming. And over there is your co-host, Nick Baker, whose motto is, a baker always pays his rent boy. Today we are talking about the Game of Thrones. If you win or you die. How are you today, Nick?
That's way better than mine.
Oh, really?
Well, mine was just one.
Okay. Because I was like, oh, he's going to hate these ones.
No.
I always thought we had to give each other a name or something.
That's exactly why I wanted to do it, because I think we're getting too hung up on giving each other gay geek drag names.
Oh, I know.
Which is fun, but I've run out of material.
But that's also why I stopped doing drag names and wanted to do mottos or something like that. So,
Look at us, breaking the mold.
Yeah, I know.
Check us out, growing, evolving.
If you were a character in Game of Thrones, what would House Baker's motto be? The bread comes from the oven. Just think.
I don't know. It's a mess.
Even gingers have souls.
Even gingers get bread.
Sorry,
Dad. Please don't listen. No.
Sorry, Daddy, you mean?
No, please don't refer to my ginger father like that.
Oh, your father's ginger as well.
Yes. He's the ginger.
I'm learning so much more about you.
Anyway. Welcome.
Thanks for tuning in. We've got some news to start off with, don't we?
I mean, we can start off with it.
Yeah.
It's not...
I'm excited about it.
I mean...
We have an email address. Basically...
Who would have thought one could find an email address in this day and age?
It's amazing. I know, right? You can still get in touch with us via Twitter and Instagram. But you can also email us if you have ideas that you want. Because we're like...
We have lots of ideas. We have lots of plans of what we want to cover.
So
many. So many. We're really organised.
So many.
But we would love to hear from you. We'd love some suggestions. Either things that it'd be great. Either if it's things that you'd like us to cover and we've already thought about, or stuff that we never would have thought to cover.
Yeah.
And it does make us feel a little bit more profesh to have an actual email address.
That is true.
Which is what? What's the email address? We haven't told them.
Yes. By the way, our email address is incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com. And that's Incomplete Geeks with an S, right? Podcast. You don't know, you're not sure. So we check it just now and do that again in case we're wrong.
I can't believe we spent the first 2 minutes talking about email.
I know.
That's so cool.
Hang on. I've got it. Oh, hang on. I logged in on my phone. Yes. It is Incomplete Geeks, plural, podcast, all one word, @gmail.com. There, we've said it 3 times.
Why would podcast not be one word?
No, the whole thing is one word. Incomplete Geeks
podcast.
Podcast.
I was podcast is one word, right?
It is.
I'm spelling it wrong otherwise.
But it is not Incomplete Geeks podcast because there's no such thing as a spodcast.
Or it's the Incomplete Geeks podcast.
Yeah.
Without the apostrophe. Yeah, we're not complete geeks.
We are working on it. Our first step is get an email address. But yeah, I mean, I genuinely am interested to know what our listeners like to... What do you geek out about?
Both of you. What would you like to...
Both of our listeners.
What would you like us to talk about?
We love hearing from you so that we have something to ignore when we do our next episode.
Amazing. Exactly.
Well, cool.
Fantastic. So last week we did Harry Potter, which was a bit of a downer because we realised that neither of us actually liked it.
I do.
So,
I mean,
let's not get into it. They can listen to the previous episode.
I did like it.
Not until we talked about it. Not anymore. So we're going to do something that we actually both really love, and that we're going to do a Game of Thrones episode because we've been sitting on this for a while and we love it, and there's a lot to talk about. We're just going to run through it. However, before we get into it...
Yep. So shall we do a bit of geekery of the weekery?
Let's do a quick geekery of the weekery.
Previously on X-Men.
Geekery of the weekery.
So...
Sega.
Exactly.
Previously on X-Men.
So,
As if no one knew that we're nerds.
I know, we just make it really difficult.
What is the... Yeah, no, we're making it hard for us to edit, aren't we? But
Geekery of the Weekery.
We're having fun.
At the time of recording, one episode has been released of the new Ms. Marvel show on Disney+. Ms. Marvel. Not Miss Marvel.
Nope.
Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
On Disney+.
Yeah.
I had lots of thoughts about it beforehand.
Before watching it?
Yeah, about the concept and about the changes they were making. Not overly critical about it, but we've also seen the show, so do you want to go?
So yeah, we both watched the first episode, so spoilers if you haven't. You can skip ahead 10 minutes, whatever. I have an idea because I'm assuming you know a lot more about the character from the comics than I do.
A bit.
Or
again, she's kind of an Avenger, so I'm not super knowledgeable about that, but I know a little bit about her, and I read her first issue and that sort of stuff.
So she was written as a Muslim character that gets superhero powers, and she is an Inhuman as well in the comics. So she gets her powers from the Terrigen Mists, which I don't know how she gets a hold of them / gets exposed to them in the comics.
That was during the time before Marvel acquired the rights to... Before Disney acquired the rights to the X-Men. So they were trying to make the Inhumans a big thing. Yeah. So that was in the storyline where Black Bolt released the Terrigen Mists across the entire planet. So anyone who had any kind of latent Inhuman powers was Terrigenicized?
Terrigenicized,
yeah.
Misdefined.
Sure. And that she was one of them. So
how many were there then?
There were lots, and actually the Inhumans or the new NU Inhumans wasn't terrible. I enjoyed that mainly because the art was fucking fantastic. I can't pronounce his name. Joe Madureira. Madureira. It's Madureira, but there's an extra consonant, whatever. Amazing art, and of course, he drew Medusa's hair, and it was beautiful. So I enjoyed that, but quickly then they got the rights to the X-Men. They're like, oh fuck this shit.
Oh, good.
They did Inhumans versus X-Men, and the entire comic book reading population were like, this is bollocks.
Yeah.
Please, and then they did the TV show, and they're like, please stop.
Yeah.
So yes, she was supposed to be part of this big movement to introduce a wide variety of misfit cast in the Inhumans. Obviously, that's not going to happen, so they've had to reimagine her origins.
Yep.
So I understand that.
Yep. I was going to say, as well, before we get off topic of Inhumans, first of all, I can't wait till they become a footnote in the history of Marvel. They just don't seem to make sense for me. I never got into it. I don't know what they were... Who were they marketed for? I always
liked the Inhumans. Yeah. They were a Jack Kirby creation, and they are so Jack Kirby when you see the original artwork. And Atalon and everything is just his style, and I love it. And he went to go and replicate it at DC when he did the Old Gods and the New Gods, and then when he came back to Marvel again, he did it again with the Eternals. It's that same kind of New Age space vibe, and it looks fucking incredible. But no one knows what to do with them.
Yeah, I get that.
And they're all cousins who marry. Ooh. Medusa and Black Bolt are cousins.
What is with...
My cousin, Black Bolt, let's have babies.
What? What?
First cousins, I believe. I'm sorry if that's wrong, but they are cousins. Maybe they're second cousins. But
you can write us in if we're wrong.
But they are absolutely inbred. And
that's a separate thing I have to think about.
I mean, it's the whole storyline is eugenics, so I'm guessing why they didn't really vibe the way that the X-Men did.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's like inbred eugenics. The characters
whereas the X-Men, it is something that you were just born with.
They're a metaphor. They're a metaphor for the royal family. X-Men are a metaphor for being gay. So who do you prefer more?
Well, between the gays and the royal family.
Gays and the royal family.
Oh my god.
Let's not get sidetracked into the Jubilee.
No, what? Jubilee? Oh, Jubilee. I think the X-Men.
From the X-Men.
Is there
Platty Tubes?
Is there a character that is both a mutant and an Inhuman?
I don't think you can be.
You cannot be? Is that why in the same way you cannot be a royal and homosexual? Destroying the metaphor that you're doing. I don't know. Question then. So did Black...
However, didn't...
No, go ahead. Wait, well we have had gay royals.
Quicksilver tried to get his mutant powers back after M-Day with Terrigenesis because his daughter is half inhuman, half mutant, and was human. Tell me now if Luna is now a mutant or an inhuman, because he's a mutant, Crystal's an inhuman, and Luna was always plain old human.
I need to make it clear that you asking that question, you're looking at the microphone.
I'm looking at the microphone, not Jonathan.
Because I will have no
Dear
idea.
listeners, I can Google it, but I'd love it if you write in now, incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com, to tell me if Luna is now a inhuman or a mutant. We're not talking about the TV show at all.
I know.
I've gone on to comics. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's talk about the TV show before we get too sidetracked. We've already gone too far.
Okay, so...
Did you like it?
The TV show. Okay, back to the TV show. I did.
I liked it too.
I think that Marvel does really well when they do something different and really go for it. So it happened with Ragnarok, when they have the new sort of direction.
All in, yeah.
Happened with WandaVision. They did
all in.
Yeah, they went all into it. And it didn't happen with, say, for example, Falcon and Winter Soldier, because it was
the same thing.
They were kind of doing the same thing they were doing with the Captain America films.
And it didn't really work in Eternals and Doctor Strange 2 when they were trying something new, but didn't go
for it. Exactly. Eternals didn't really go that way enough. Ant-Man did, because that was a different vibe as well. They're starting to get a bit wacky with the direction, you know.
But yeah, Ragnarok was
they're
good. Like, just go for it, and they went for it. Anyway,
so Ms. Marvel is doing that. Like, first of all, you have this character, and it's based around her concept of seeing the whole world in a different way, with the amazing artwork.
As a fan, oh my god, it's great at the beginning. The animated stuff.
Not even that. There's when they're riding on the bicycles as well, going through. That was really cool. And
awesome.
I actually had to rewatch those parts of it
because you missed stuff.
Because I was watching it with somebody who was not being quiet, watching the show and trying to ask me questions. I'm like, shut up. Come on.
They're the worst.
So I had to rewatch it. And did you know that like they're actually talking about different ideas for her costume? I'm just excited. And like, there's the representations of different Ms. Marvels. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
I'm not sure I saw that.
No, see, there's like I remember the zombie one.
No, different Captain Marvels.
Captain Marvels, yes.
Yes.
What did I say?
Mrs. Marvels. Because Carol was
right.
Ms. Marvel for the longest time, and I was like, did I miss that? Anyway, yes. Anyway. So I thought it was really cute. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see if it continues to be good and cute. Mm-hmm. The first episode's always like that. It's like we have to set it up. We have to wait all the way to the last moment to see her get her powers.
And then we're told nothing about them when it happens.
Yes, and now we have to figure out why her grandma has cosmic negabands. It's like
whatever it is, yeah.
What?
And what does Kamala's mom know about them?
Because she
clearly knows
absolutely
something.
knows about it. Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe she left. Child-friendly vibes, which is what they should be doing. It's a Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, perfect. Can I point out a few nerdy, geeky things that I noticed as well? Is
only if I'm allowed to give a few theories about what I think is going to happen.
Oh, yeah, fine. I don't think I'm going to affect theories, but I just like how the guidance counselor in the beginning, the clearly gay one, by the way. Can we
not
say
explicitly, though.
Not explicitly, but obviously is giving...
Nah, that's not enough.
I know, it's fine, but I quite like that they did that. Very artsy-fartsy. His name is Mr. Wilson. G. Wilson, which is the name of the woman who...
Well done. I would not have picked that up.
Yeah. Oh, I had to look into it. I didn't pick it up at first run through. What was the other thing as well? Oh, when upon rewatching it, I then turn on captions, so I know who everyone's name is and what they're actually saying, because they go really, really fast, and I'm dumb. So when Bruno and Kamala are on the roof, and he gives her the gloves, she says, "Are these photon gloves?" And photon is capitalized in the captions, and because that's a whole theory that photon is a reference to the character Photon, which is the call sign for Maria Rambeau. Are you looking at me like you're not making any faces because you know this already, or because I'm acting really stupid?
I feel it's like a stretch.
A bit of a stretch.
Because Captain Marvel does photon blasts, and they're like photon bands.
I thought they were like cosmic blasts.
No, she's like, it's a photon blast. A scroll can't do that.
I suppose.
It's just a photon blast. And yes, she's called Photon.
Okay, it's dumb. Cut that. I just thought it was quite cool that.
No, but it's nice because they're interconnected, and all three of them are going to be in the film together, and that's.
Which I didn't know until.
I hope it's going to be really good. I hope it's done really, really well and not cheesy, because they're really. It could be really good. Anyway.
I think Brie Larson has a lot of sort of catching up to do in terms of.
I know I love Brie, and I think Carol's obviously one of my favorites, but.
Did she like rub the producers the wrong way or something like that, or?
No, it's just the fandoms don't like women.
Is that what it is? Like,
yeah. But everybody loved Monica from WandaVision because she's just so good in it, and she's so perfectly Monica. And I worry people pit them against each other because Monica's character was the first one to be called Captain Marvel, and I was like, oh, she was first called Captain Marvel. It's like, so she doesn't care. She's called something else now.
I don't understand what the issue is.
Like, whatever. Anyway, it's just to knock Brie Larson down because she said something about men and they don't like that. Anyway.
Mm-hmm, okay. Anyway.
I think Bruno, is it?
Bruno's
the boyfriend who's not a boyfriend. The guy
who lives above the shop and has no parents, something like that.
He is going to be a Kree.
Oh.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Whose name I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because it's not Marvel, because that was the other one. So it's like one of the Young Avengers. Or Nomad, something like that.
A Kree Young Avenger?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a bisexual genius. And because he's really smart, he's making gadgets. I'm like,
yeah, that is weird that he's... I mean...
So he's going to be Kree, I think. That's my theory.
I'm totally buying into just like, hey, yeah, he's a smart kid and he gives her all this stuff. So that would make sense because he might know about these bands or whatever. Not to mention as well that I also read that the Inhumans themselves exist because of the Kree. Mm-hmm. And the Kree and the Skrulls they're gonna be pitted against each other in Secret Invasion.
Novar.
Nova?
Novar. Yeah, I think that's who he's going to be. Fictional superhero. Marvel Boy. I thought he was Marvel Boy.
You've heard it here first.
I mean, he could also be Nova.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be cool because they want to do something with the Nova Corps.
Mm-hmm. About time.
About time, because then that will replace Guardians of the Galaxy, and that will be one of our cosmic ones because they're finishing soon. The biggest obstacle will be that one of the Nova Corps' real name is Richard Rider.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for them to try and address that in a Disney movie.
Dick Rider.
Oh yeah. Which we fully support that, yeah. Anyway, so yes. Ms. Marvel, cute. I think it'd be good. I don't think it's gonna be groundbreaking. It ain't no WandaVision.
It ain't no WandaVision.
I don't think anything will be WandaVision now. She's set my standards way too high. But I think it'd be cute. I look forward to seeing where it's going.
Good. I agree. I look forward. We shall give you updates as the series goes. No, I can't promise that because we didn't do that with Obi-Wan.
I have continued to watch it, but I haven't watched the last one yet. I have if the finale is brilliant or whatever.
I was going to say we'll do the same thing with Obi-Wan probably. Well, once the series finishes, we'll give you a recap of what we thought.
You've all seen it anyway. Both of you who are listening have already watched it.
Don't be so hard on us. Don't be so hard on us. We're like
Okay, so that's our Geekery of the Weekery for this weekery.
Let's get to the topic at hand, though.
Oh God, it's just we got so much to talk about.
We've got so much to talk about.
All right.
Where do we start? I think we should talk about our history with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you want to go first?
I'll go first. First season came out. I didn't watch it. I was dating somebody at the time who said, you have to watch the show, it's really good, the story's really complex, and I want to read the books as well. So I was like, okay, fine. And then I honestly forget if I started reading the books first or just watched I think I rewatched the first series with him, and then, just thought it was really well done story, and then started reading the books, and I do enjoy reading, but I do read quite slow.
Yeah, I'm the same.
because I like to read every single word. You know, I'm the kind of person who takes their time. But also, these books I just kind of tore through. Like, they were, like, I just enjoyed them a lot. And then I watched the TV show with such attention, which was, I think, I always obsess myself with one TV show at a time. Like, it was Lost, you know, before that was like X-Files when I was younger, you know, and then this was Game of Thrones. I just sort of dove into it, yeah. Mm-hmm. What's the theme? Crazy stuff? Weird stuff? What is it?
Something you can obsess over.
Oh yeah. Oh, fine. And watched it, and I even started a blog about, because I loved the show so much, and I was so into the detail, and I had references of the books as well, that I knew kind of what the storylines were, and I enjoyed it so much. People were afraid to start watching the show because they thought they were going to get confused.
Absolutely.
So I started writing a blog, which was meant to be like an episode by episode guide to just sort of say, so, you know, this person is actually this person. The reason they said that was because of this. Keep an eye out for this in the future episodes because that might be important, kind of thing, to guide people along so that they could enjoy the show as much as I did.
So you read all the books after season 1 and before season 2?
Mostly, yeah. I think so. I forget how long it took before the next one came out, but I quickly surpassed, you know, all five books.
Yeah.
And then watched the series with interest.
I never wanted to read the books because it was my favorite show.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want the books to ruin my favorite show.
Okay.
I don't remember why I watched the first episode. I know it was like advertised on Sky and Sean Bean was in it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why I would have had the patience to sit down and watch an old worldy kind of show back in 2011, but I did and was hooked.
2011? Was that when it was out?
According to the Google.
Wow. It's only 10 years old.
And it was just completely revolutionary, the fact that Sean Bean was the poster child for it, and they fucking took his head off.
Yeah.
And we mentioned it before, that was kind of the first show that was so short because it was only 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So when they killed him, and it was episode 9 or 10 when they did it,
yeah.
I was like, oh, well, we'll see how we got out of that next week.
Yeah.
No, that's the end of the season.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It just completely turned TV on its head, which is just brilliant. It's like, no one's safe.
No one's safe, yeah.
You can do anything you want, and it completely, say what you will about it, and we will, it changed TV. It changed how we look at TV, what you can do with TV. It made TV shows bigger and more epic than films. Movies.
Yeah.
And I love TV way more than movies, so thank God it did that, because now we have all of this.
Epic, you know.
Epic everything.
And the funny thing is, like, that book series wasn't
Did
as popular.
Did it do well before the show came out? Was it a popular nerddom before the show came out?
I don't know. The short answer is I don't know, because I don't know how popular it was even among sort of fantasy readers. But the fact that he had enough sort of popularity to keep writing them, like book 2, book 3, which I think book 3 was sold in 2 parts in the UK.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it was book 3, like book 3 and book 5. Anyway, and he wasn't I don't think he was a nobody, but he just wanted to make his opus, I suppose. But then, so him getting his head cut off wasn't like, it shouldn't have shocked us if we cared enough about it to, like, you know, Google it and, like, read the whole...
Did we have Google back in 2011?
Yeah, yes, we had the Google.
Did we?
I don't know. We had the internet. We had Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I'm sure we had Wikipedia.
But
like, no one did.
The same.
And it was, you know, and then as I read the books, I knew that the Red Wedding was coming up, and I was wondering how that they were going to do that.
It's why I'm glad I didn't read the books. I will read the books I will read the books when it is officially announced the next one is coming out.
Okay, but
Winds of Winter?
Winds of Winter is the 6th one.
That he's still writing, right?
Well,
yeah.
He has...
When it is officially announced that book is coming out, I'll start reading the others, and not before then.
But you realise there will be a 7th as well.
He'll die long before that's done.
That's what everyone's so afraid of.
But I'll read that. But yeah, I'm really glad I didn't read it. Because the fucking Red Wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that was coming.
I did, but the thing is, I had the shock of it in the book when it's
my
not the
God.
same because the characters are different. Like, do you know that like the character of I forget Una Chaplin's character, the wife, doesn't exist in the book?
So what happens in the Red Wedding? First of all, I'd like to ask you what happens in the book in the Red Wedding, but I'd just like to explain my viewing experience of the Red Wedding. Because that's the biggest moment. Hold the Door was great, and the finale was and whatever. But the Red Wedding is without a doubt the most shocking moment of the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Australia at the time, working in a gym, so I was doing stupid, weird shifts and everything like that. We didn't have proper TV, so I had to find it online.
Yeah.
But I was doing weird shift work, so I hadn't seen it. And people... Because the episode's not called The Red Wedding.
Right.
Is it? It's just whatever it's called.
It's called The Reigns of Castamere, which is a reference to something in the book, yeah.
But everyone...
So if you read the book, you knew what was coming because of The Reigns of Castamere.
Anyway, yeah, right. So I hadn't watched it yet, but everyone was talking about, have you seen The Red Wedding? And I was like, I had no idea what that meant. Even knowing that, as it started, like I should have kind of been able to see what's coming. I had no idea. And it was one of those instances, I can't think of anything else, film, TV, whatever, where I literally did the trope of gasp, shocked, mouth open, hands over my mouth, and just sat there in silence when it was when Catelyn was, because first of all everyone's killed, and you're just like, what the fuck happened? And then they cut her throat as well, and it was just literally throughout the whole credits just sitting there mouth open in silence, in disbelief that happened, even though I should have been able to guess that because everyone's like, oh, the Red Wedding. It's like, it's pretty obvious when they start doing the wedding. Should have seen it coming, but it was just... Anyway,
you still don't know the extent. Even if you knew it was coming, you don't know what the extent of it would be.
And it shocked and shocked and shocked and shocked and shocked. And nothing will ever be as memorable as that shocking TV moment. But is it done differently in the book? Because that moment where she notices that he's wearing chainmail, it's just so brilliantly built up. And it's just they have such a wonderful talent for creating characters that you fucking hate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is just impossibly brilliant.
You fucking hate those characters, so you really want to see their downfall, and also
then they win.
Those other characters, then they win, and so when they eventually do get the downfall, you really want to.
It's anticlimactic when she finally kills him. 6 years later, or however long it took to do it. It's not the same. This
is what I was going to say. So it should be such a fuck you, but it's like it's limp. Same thing with Littlefinger.
Didn't care. Limp. Joffrey.
Same. Well, Joffrey's okay. That was. Oh, wait, are you saying that that's an example of like it done well?
No, the best one was what's his face with the dogs.
Bolton.
Yeah, Ramsay. I think that was because it was quite. Everything was about him. Dun dun dun. Big fight. Big fight. Big fight. He killed everyone. Big fight. Now he would kill him. It was quite.
Yeah.
By then it was after the books that series, wasn't it? So that was just written for TV.
Yeah.
So it was very concise. Whereas Joffrey was doing evil stuff so long, and then a random whatever 6th or 7th episode he dies halfway through. It's like, it wasn't the build up crescendo the way that Ramsay was.
Okay, I can see that. I was gonna argue that the ones that we want to see killed, like the Frey who orchestrated the Red Wedding, and Littlefinger, they were weak, sort of like you say, anticlimactic because there wasn't a book source to draw from. We don't have that sort of about it
because the book source was written. Oh God, Nicholas, words. Use your words.
No, you're fine.
Thoughts.
You still do better than me.
The books wrote the situations why we hated them. Whereas the screenwriters wrote their demise. Not satisfying. We needed both the same. Whereas Ramsay was kind of written... I mean, yes, I know he's books bit, but he kind of shone in that season. So he was written by screenwriters, most of it.
That book was out. The book where he sort of is introduced is, I think, book 5.
Yeah, probably. But he does his best work in season 6, doesn't he? With the Battle of the Bastards. How is the Red Wedding different?
Okay, so I've not read the book. I've read the books for a long time ago, but
or anything that you know was notably different. Was there anything noticeable that when you watch the show, you're like, oh, that's better in the book, because that's what everyone says when they've read the book about something. Yeah, but
on the one hand, there's so much in the books that you can't possibly create a TV show of it, and. I mean, bless George R.R. Martin. He was showrunner up until like season 4 or 5 or something like that, and then he left, and then the producers was like, "We're kind of done with it," which is kind of an argument why. Why what? What do you?
He wasn't showrunner.
He was a showrunner. He was a showrunner.
Okay.
He wasn't like the main one
because it was always the two guys.
Do I not mean showrunner then? He was some kind of
producing. He was always like a consulting producer.
That's what he was part of the
making the so he stopped.
And he left helping the show, which is.
I wonder if they got rid of him because he was too much effort.
I don't know, but that's when people say it started going downhill. When they started losing the plot a little bit.
I loved season 6. That was not from a book. That was just them writing a TV show, and that was. Brilliant. That was Hold the Door. That was the Battle of the Bastards. Everything like that. Okay. That was and her blowing up the sept. That was all amazing. Season 6. Okay. I don't know what happened in season 7. And is season 8 the finale? Season 7 was.
I think they were meant to make
7 and 8. I don't remember what happened in them.
7 was meant to be like one long one with a couple longer episodes, and they realized that they couldn't, and so they made it into 2 seasons, like that much shorter. So I think season 8 was like 6 episodes, but it was like a year and a half later or something like that.
They were trying to milk it for what it's worth, which I understand, but also you're idiots.
And yet they were sort of like the rumor is that they didn't want to do the show anymore. These 2 showrunners, they kind of gave up. They're like, we don't care anymore.
They were going to be working on Star Wars.
Were they?
Yeah.
I knew it was something. I didn't know it was Star Wars.
Not anymore.
So I'm trying to remember.
You fucked up that one, didn't you?
Oh, were they doing this?
Fucking assholes.
What did they do in Star Wars?
No, they fucked up Game of Thrones.
Oh.
So they got fired from Star Wars.
Really?
I don't know. I'm making shit up, but they were supposed to be showrunning a Star Wars show, and they did not.
Good for whoever fired them.
Look at that fucking car crash.
Yeah, it was like, well, you kind of fucked this up. So obviously, the dragon gets like killed and then becomes a zombie dragon,
and then she fucks her nephew. I love that I have to be more specific.
No, I'm like, wait, what? Like, no.
Then we find out Jon Snow is Daenerys' nephew.
Yeah.
And they fuck. And we see his butt. Again, because we've seen it before. And it is a wonderful butt.
Wonderful butt, yes.
It's a wonderful butt.
He's super short, though.
He is 5'9".
Oh, same as you.
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Jonathan.
Fine.
And Sophie Turner.
What, she's also 5'9"?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we love Sophie Turner.
I do love Sophie Turner.
That theory, okay, not to get too sidetracked, because we have so much to talk about, but that theory, the fact that Jon Snow was actually the son of Ned's sister and Rhaegar Targaryen, that was a theory that was people, because once this started blowing up in popularity, that theory was really gaining ground because people were drawing clues, which I think kind of annoyed George R.R. Martin, because he was just like, oh, but I don't want it to be revealed yet, but, whatever, he's taking a long time to write books anyway. So the Red Wedding, I don't remember in the books very much the details, because all I can think of is the TV show now. And I'd have to go back and reread, parts if I wanted to. What I do remember is that the character, I forget her name in the show, but
Rob's wife,
yeah.
I don't know.
Talia or something? Philippa?
you say Helen?
Helen? No, I didn't say Helen.
Oh,
I said like
Helen or Flippia.
No, I said Talia or like something like that. Anyway.
Something Freya. Oh no, that's the phrase. Oh,
Freya,
fuck
yeah.
it. Whatever. I don't care.
Anyway, she doesn't exist in the book.
Uninteresting.
I think Rob ends up like promising to marry a Frey and then marries some Tully? I don't remember, but
But she dies too anyway, so.
No. She doesn't. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure she doesn't die in the book. It's just Robin.
Well, the huge difference, which the internet has told me about, is the fact that Catelyn comes back.
Yes! Okay, so what I was going to say before is that there's so much in the books that can't be written, so they're cutting out loads of stuff.
They could have done that, but fair enough.
Well, they could have done that. They could have done Young Griff. They could have done...
Who the fuck is Young Griff?
Exactly. Young Griff is...
Is that with... There's two... Gendry and there's a different one?
Nope. Young Griff is... oh my god. It's a... Okay. We don't know, because obviously the books haven't been written, but in book 5, there's a character that they call Young Griff that is being raised in Essos because it was rumored that it was like the younger brother to Daenerys. No. The younger... Was there a baby?
She was the baby.
No, Jon Snow's younger brother. There was a... Hang on a second. Who was the baby? No, yeah, there was... Okay.
Oh my god.
Give me a second. I'm trying to get this right. So, the Mad King and the Queen Targaryen have 2 children. Viserys, and then Daenerys. And there's a third one who's a baby.
No, Daenerys is the baby. They have Jon's dad, Daenerys' brother, and Daenerys. Rhaegar, Viserys, Daenerys. Right?
So there was a baby that when they sacked King's Landing, there was a baby they had killed.
Because also Rhaegar had children with his wife from Dorne.
Yes.
And they were killed by the Mountain.
Yes,
which is why sexy Oberyn wanted to kill him.
Yes, because that was because the first wife of Rhaegar was
Tyrell.
Martell. Okay, yes, okay. Thank you.
Impressed I remember these.
You're doing very well. Anyway, so there were 2 kids. There was like they were killed in the sacking. Yes. Except the baby was swapped. And the actual child who has a claim to the throne, being Rhaegar's firstborn before Jon Snow, was being raised in Essos. And there's one, I forget which house he's in, but there's a character called Griff, the nickname, who is like loyal to the Targaryens and and was in love with Rhaegar, and is raising this child and nicknaming him Young Griff because they're dyeing his hair because it's very obviously bleached because he's a Targaryen, to keep him hidden, and there's a movement to bring him back to Westeros to make his claim to the throne now that he's like 17 or whatever.
So basically the male Daenerys, because that's exactly what Daenerys' storyline is.
Kind of, yeah. But he was like in secret for so long that nobody's heard of him. However, the fact that he's not in the TV show,
it's too similar to her storyline because she's
a little bit, yeah.
She's like 14 in the books, but clearly,
and then time goes on. I don't know if there's other details that make them like more divergent in terms of storyline, but there's another claimant to the throne. But the fact that he's not mentioned in the show at all makes readers think maybe it's not actually a real Targaryen. Like it's a spoiler for reading the book. We don't know how that's going to be resolved.
No, yeah, it's true. It must be impossible for him to write the book after the success of the films. But now he has to write the book after the success and then eventual downfall of the shows.
There was a time when he promised he'd be able to finish the books before the TV show.
I don't remember. No. But hey ho.
And he's doing like other stuff now, which we'll get to.
Well, it confused me as well because I didn't read any of the books because like I said, I didn't want to ruin the show. However, he went and did Fire and Blood.
Yeah.
This giant fucking dong thick book that came out, which is the prequel. Did you read it?
Fire and Blood. No. I think, which one do I have? I'm looking at my bookshelf. I'm like, which one do I have?
You've only got 4 there.
I've got that's an HBO one. Then I've got The Maps, which is my favorite. And then what's the other one?
Oh, where's the actual books? Anyway, people can't see this.
Fine.
Yes, so Fire and Blood is the prequels. It's just the story of the House Targaryen.
Yeah.
And like you, I like to read, but I am slow because I get distracted, or I want to think about the outfits and that sort of stuff. And this book is, dear listener, I can't explain. It's thick.
It's almost as long as my penis. To give you an idea.
Yes.
It's so big.
It's one of those. So 3 inches.
That's my girth.
So girthy.
It's very girthy.
But I devoured it in like a week and a half.
Uh-huh.
I could not stop reading it. It's brilliant. And that's what they're basing the new show on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad I read that long enough ago that I can't remember. I can vaguely remember what happens in it, but
is he actually writing more of those books, or is that just like a
that was part 1
thing?
Part
1.
Yeah, because it finished you thought it would finish with, cause the whole story goes up to Daenerys is born, the Mad King slain. That's where the story is supposed to finish.
Oh
no, this is only halfway through.
Oh god,
there's no way he's gonna finish. Which one's he gonna finish?
How many years before is it supposed to be?
It starts with Aegon's conquest, so year 0, when the Targaryens. The
books.
Yeah, Fire and Blood starts with the Targaryens landing in Westeros.
That's like 300 years ago.
Yes, dear.
Before the events of the.
It is indeed. That as far as I'm aware, the new show, I thought it would start with that, but cleverly it's not. It's going to start a few generations in.
Mm-hmm.
At a point where it's more like they're settled and that sort of stuff, and there's more political back and forth.
Yep.
Rather than spending a lot of CGI money flying around on dragons.
Yeah.
They're going to be walking around in castles again, arguing about tax systems. And I can't fucking wait!
We're adults, we care more about that.
Oh, I love it. I love the boring,
friends.
intricate details of his world. It just feels fucking brilliant.
Who would have thought that you could make a drama about Master of Coins?
Oh, it's amazing. I don't know if we're on track with what we want to talk about.
No.
But
what was our question? What was the question?
I don't know.
So this episode, a question? So this episode we're going to talk about Game of Thrones.
Why we love it.
Why we love it.
Why we love Game of Thrones. But that's a point. I want to talk about, do you still love it after that finale?
Oh, it's such a hard question.
Because it makes it really big. Like, before the final series came out, my housemate had never seen it. So I was like, well, watch the first. We had the first 3 on DVD.
Yeah.
And it was a little ritual that we just plowed through it.
Yeah.
And Game of Thrones was one of those shows that I watched season 1 like 4 or 5 times. And every time you rewatch it, you're like, oh, I know this. I know who that character is. So you pick up stuff every time and everything. It was just such a wonderful show.
Yeah.
Rewatching it again and watching it with someone who was just seeing it for the first time. You know, like Red Wedding her there, waiting for her to react, all sorts of stuff. It was so wonderful.
Yeah.
So that everyone could be there to watch the final series together. And we did, like, my other housemate and I, we got up for finales. We always used to get up at 3 a.m. to watch it in time with the States.
Oh my god.
And we did. And then it was over.
I hope the silence is indicative.
It was what
it was. I couldn't have said it better, because basically I've lent, you can see the DVDs I have on my shelf there. I've lent the DVDs to people, like, you have to watch this show, it's so good. The journey of watching this show, watching it unfold, and watching the backstabbings and the alliances and the shocks, you know, you can easily not know what's coming and be like, oh my god, he just got his hand cut off. Like, I would not have ever seen that, you know, that kind of thing. the journey of it was so rewarding, and that's part of the reason I wanted to make a blog, so I could tell people what to watch out for, how to enjoy the show as much as I did, because I fucking loved it, and I felt like I could keep up with all of it because I read the books so in such detail. But the fact is, like, as the show went on, and people were like, "Well, that's a bit iffy. Like, why did that happen? Why does Arya do that in the? She just kind of leaves the house of the no faces, and like she just walks through town. Like, that's not like a character. Or like, why does this happen? You're like, why is she sticking around in that city for so long? But we still are like, it's a bit weird, but okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going because it's been so good up until now. And then the end is such a letdown that makes me not want to watch the show again.
I can't watch. Yeah, it
betrays all of those first 4, 5, whatever, 6 seasons.
You'll never be able to watch it again.
I have all the box sets except for the last season, and like box set 5 to 6 are not even unwrapped. I never got around to actually sharing them with people, and I probably never will.
We just gave them away to charity. I can't watch them again. The whole way through, I was so invested in Dany's journey and how they like, it was just fucking brilliant, to then just shit all over it. It's like, I can't. There's no merit to watching her learn other languages, fall in love, build everything, grow a fucking army, defeat slavery and everything. All this brilliant, impossible growth that she went through, to be like, actually, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm dead. It was the fucking woman gets power, goes mad trope that we brought up in our WandaVision episode. It's just...
It led up to something completely different, and then it was like pulled the rug underneath. I was like, no, it's actually just crazy woman goes.
Turns out Margaret's crazy. To be clear, I would have had no problem with her being evil. Absolutely no problem if that is what you'd written from the start. There were innumerable opportunities to show that side of her character in the 8 seasons you've done. Any chance to show, oh, she is like her father. Ooh, did she go a bit far? You could have done that as many times as you want, so that when she finally is like, fuck you all, this place is shit, why did I come here? Burning it to the ground.
Yeah.
You could have easily done that, and I would have still been like, not on her side. It's like, that's fine, kill her off, whatever. But you didn't. She was the hero.
Yeah.
Until about half an hour before that, and they're like, oh, let's just finish, finish it, make her go crazy, and finish this.
And the whole reason was they killed her friend,
who was lovely, by the way.
Who was lovely, but
you've killed everyone else around her, and she's been raped and humiliated and brutalized her entire life.
Yeah.
The fact that her mate was killed during a battle.
It was like at the top of the gates before she goes whatever. It was
was very much, I don't care what happens with this show anymore.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest show of all time, and they're like,
the biggest slap in the face.
I don't care anymore.
The biggest slap in the face.
How did you feel about Arya defeating
I felt
the White
Walker
King? Night King?
The Night King, yeah.
Thank you.
The term White Walker was invented for the show, by the way. Yeah.
Interesting.
In the book, they're just called like the Others or something like that, okay. And it's very much a Night's Watch kind of term. But then, of course, the Others is like a term that was used a lot in the TV show Lost, and so they didn't want to copy that because they were called the Others as well. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, nerd. Hang on a second. You went past something I wanted to say.
Oh, sorry.
About Daenerys. Ask me that question about Arya later, but okay. I'm totally with you with her journey. It felt like it was a big slap in the face, kick in the balls kind of thing. What do you say to people who say, well, actually there were clues? I can think about, points where she was a bit sort of a tyrant, like she ignores Tyrion or whatever, or she like burns that slaver guy who tries to take her dragon.
Oh, that's nothing. Fuck off. Like, a good point would have been, it must have been 7, because she was in Westeros, where, like, they defeat the army and then the two guys, Dickon and his dad, stand up.
Oh, yeah.
And she burns them.
Yeah.
What would have been in keeping with crazy characters if she's like, you know what? I just burnt everyone. Something like that would have been like, oh.
Yeah.
She killed 2 people.
2 people.
Whereas Jamie's the love of everyone's fucking eye, and he fucks his sister and threw a kid out the window. No one gives a shit about that. But the fact that she's like, this is war. You have slaughtered loads of people. I'm not going to hurt any of you, but you rich fuckers, I'm going to take out. And she does it. If any other character, especially a male character, but if any other character had done that, who cares?
It wasn't the reason.
Sean Bean cut the guy's head off in the first fucking episode, and we're all raving over him. He's really hot. Oh, anyway.
Sean Bean?
Oh my god, so hot.
Okay.
The scene where he's like in the bed with all the animal skins with his. Anyway, sorry. Carry on. What are we talking about?
What?
Shh. I'm sorry. I went back to season 1 for some sexy times.
Feel better now. But like the whole reason of Dickon and I think they're called. They were Tarleys. They were Samuel's like older brother or younger brother, and dad, Dickon. Anyway, their only crime was they didn't want to bend the knee.
Well, this is war, mate.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
She killed the generals. Big fucking deal. She didn't
the point
hurt
is
anyone
like
else.
that wasn't a mad moment because
No.
everything she did up until that very last half hour of the last season was justified.
Yeah.
Storytelling wise, like they said, no. Well, she is just.
There were no signs of her going above. I think the closest maybe when she crucified some people rather than just like killing them.
Yeah, but even that was just because they were slavers. They owned slaves.
Yeah,
morally
they
were
are
like
horrible people who deserved everything they got.
Yeah,
but
and so was everybody that she punished.
Yeah, you could have had her going too far. Lots of people in that show went too far because they made mistakes. Big deal. You could have easily had her go too far. It was crap. Crap.
So that's Daenerys. I think we've said enough about her. She's
Arya.
How
did you feel about her being the one to kill the Night King? Because there was no way to wrap that ending up that would satisfy everyone.
No, and I'm okay with that.
When she did it, what was your reaction? I cheered. I loved it.
I loved it, but I thought it was built up really badly.
I don't think so.
I'm okay with her actually being the one who sort of, is like the dagger and the knight is the one who actually saves the day. But like,
it's great.
What the fuck was Bran doing the whole time? He's obviously
what the fuck does Bran do any time and he wins the whole fucking show? He wasn't even there for a whole season.
He wasn't even there.
Didn't do anything. Again, it's probably our fault because the internet built it up. Everyone's like, he's going to be the the Night King, and it's him all the whole along. He's pulling the strings. And all he did was sit there, stoic-faced in a chair, and does nothing.
Like a stoner.
And gets crowned king. Nothing. Bad fucking
It's all
writing.
going to work out just fine.
Fuck
that distracted me.
Oh, anyway.
If it was done a bit, I don't mind that it was her. I just wanted it to be a bit better.
I don't think anything they could have done would have sufficiently pleased you. That's the thing. It was built up over 10 years. There's no way they could have done it.
They could have done something more with the way that she got to him, or like maybe Bran tells her, to do something, but he just I don't remember details because I wanted to block out of my memory. Mm-hmm. And that's the very same dagger as well from like the first series, isn't it? The one that it's
got to be made of Valyrian steel.
Yeah, so it was the cat's paw blade that the bandit tries to kill Bran with while he's in bed. And then Catelyn,
from the very first
couple episodes, and then Catelyn takes it to
that's
finds out that it's Tyrion's, starts the whole
thing off.
War. Yeah, pretty sure that it's the same dagger. Anyway,
yeah, that makes sense. That's a bit random.
Wouldn't it be great if she killed him with a needler or something? With needle, the long thin one. Slice.
Yeah. So it's been really, really difficult to.
It is difficult
to separate the show from the finale. Mm-hmm. So what I will say, obviously they planned it to be a huge success. So they obviously planned a load of spin-offs, didn't they? And they planned
Do they?
Oh god, yeah. They planned a load of spin-offs. And the one that was going to be set when the Anders first landed there. Like, and met the children of the forest and all that shit.
Right, okay, yeah.
That was scripted. That was cast. That was... I don't know if it got to filming, but that got pretty far. And then the finale came out, and they're like, sorry, Naomi Watts, we're not going to do this. And that just kind of evaporated.
Gosh.
But, which I think is a good idea, because they were just writing their own script and doing their own thing. Mm-hmm. And hopefully, whoever's in charge of the people in charge realized it's like, no, let's stick with the books. So, thankfully, the new season is based on the big 3-inch dick book that I was talking about earlier, Fire and Blood.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that upcoming show?
We are not going in the order that we thought we were going to go in.
Not at all.
Which is great, which I kind of love. But unfortunately, I have very, very, I don't have a lot of opinions about it. I'm looking forward to it, 100%.
You'll watch it then?
I will 100% watch it. But because I haven't read that book, I didn't even know.
Should we watch it together? Should we do it like a live?
Oh my God, should we do it like a live? Yeah, maybe. When? Oh,
it'll be on at 3 a.m.
I'm not
Sunday.
Oh, what?
Because it's in America.
Do you think that they're actually going to air it at the same time?
Yep, they are.
Simulcasts? The very first...
I write about this for a living, and yes, they will. Sky and Now will have it available from 3 a.m.
Talisa was her name. Rob Stark's wife.
The one that was on X Factor?
What? Talisa? Or was there...
Wasn't that the judge that won with Little Mix? I can't remember what band she was in. What's that shitty band she was in?
Oh, not Pussycat Dolls.
No, not Pussycat Dolls.
Sugar Babes?
Absolutely not Sugar Babes.
Those are the only ones I know.
That's all my pop culture is. Is it Pussycat Dolls? Sugar Babes? I got nothing. No. Nothing, anyway. So you will watch the show?
I will 100% watch the show. I'm very excited to be... you know what? Part of it is that kind of nostalgia. Like, I want to be able to feel the excitement of the kind of... I don't know a lot about the history of the Targaryens, just kind of what I gather from YouTube videos that I watch, or the history books that I have up there. I mean, it interests me because, again, sort of like Harry Potter, sort of like Marvel, there's a whole world that you can sort of get engrossed in, which is complete fiction, and it's fun to escape.
Yeah, I will say, because the books give me a lot of hope, but because it's all world building. I mean, the story's only got halfway, and I don't think he'll make the second part of the book series, but it's all about... Yes, you see the characters. Yes, you interact with the characters, that sort of stuff. But it's very much like, that covers Aegon to hundreds of years in one book. So it's less focused on this guy is fucking this person and she's in love with that. It's about they built the dragon pit. They went on a tour and this is when they united with Winterfell. It's very much, the books are a very speeding through the timeline.
Right,
so it's a very different kind of way of doing it, but
so
beautiful.
What's the detail focused on then in the books? Like, when do they... Does that match the...
It feels more like... It's like a history book, because obviously it's the history of the family. It's telling you about why they set up... the fucking Master of Coin was set up here, and he did this, and they were in debt to these people, and this is how they did it. And... then there's the wars and the different families, the different siblings fighting and that sort of stuff. So it speeds through it, but does it it's kind of like a YouTube explainer video.
Yeah.
You know how they do the Ottoman Empire fell and this sort of stuff. It's kind of like that, but...
So is it like a narrative at all, or is it...
The show will be. So as far as I'm aware, the show is focused on... Oh God, is it the Dance of the Dragons or the Battle of the Dragons? There is a point where dude has some kids the wife dies, he goes off and remarries. The eldest daughter is still alive. He marries, has more kids, but has boys.
Yeah.
So she's like the eldest, and she's like, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Whereas they're like a couple of 12-year-olds, but we're boys, we're in charge.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm aware, I think that's where it starts.
Right.
Rather than, there's some sand, let's build a dragon pit. It's already set up. It's very much like that kind of inter-house fighting vibes.
That's interesting.
Which I didn't think they would do, but that's a really good point to pick it up. Because it's already set up. You can talk about the past, but we don't have to... There's no origin story.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's good is, like I was saying, no one was going to be 100% happy with the end of Game of Thrones. Boy, they made sure that no one was happy.
Yeah, quite in the opposite direction.
No one was going to be 100% happy with it, because it was built up so much to what the fuck is this ending going to be. The ending of this series is the start of the other one.
It'll be very hard to fuck it up.
There's we don't care what the ending is. We know what the ending is. All we're here for is just to get back into that world, enjoy the journey, watch some brothers and sisters fuck each other, and then a dragon. They're all brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
All of them are sister wives and brother husbands.
Right.
All of them are fucking their siblings.
There's a lot of them, I know.
So it has a chance to be really good. I recently went to Belfast.
Oh, yeah.
Where they did a huge amount of the filming for the first series there. And they turned a lot of the sets now into a permanent museum visiting experience, which I got to go to.
A lot of it was filmed in Belfast. I forgot about that.
They had it kind of like set as temporary stuff up, so you could always go and visit it, but now they've moved it to a proper space where the actual sound stages are changed into like museums. So like the big dining hall in Winterfell, where she Littlefinger and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah,
and they have that set up as part of the museum, so they have all the costumes up. So you're literally just in Winterfell, walking around, looking at the stuff.
Like the courtyard as well. No, maybe
no. They do have the room where Cersei paints the map on the floor.
Yeah.
That's there, and apparently the set designer who created everything was the guy in the show painting it. Like he was him doing it. All that kind of stuff, and it's all the original costumes, and there's interactive stuff, and there's video stuff, and it's cool. It was just something we did because we're nerdy, and I was going to visit my friend in Belfast. And she's like, let's go and do it. It was fucking brilliant, and it was a really lovely way to get excited about the show again, because it was just talking about everything that made the show good.
Yeah.
So every little detail, not like the costumes, the choreography, the set design, the maps, the world, it's just, there's lots of all of that there, and it kind of brought back a bit of the excitement.
Well, that's fun.
Especially, and because the other people there were all like super excited about it as well. And as you go in, like you go through like dry ice and stuff, and you're on the other side of the wall and everything like that. It's just really well done. I would highly recommend going. I spent a ton of money on merch, and I don't know what I bought.
You know what you bought?
I paid like £20 for a photo of me on the Iron Throne, and it's awful, but I love it. And it was, I knew I'd enjoy it, but I wasn't expecting to be reminded how much I enjoyed that world. So that was really nice to get excited about the new show coming out, because it kind of like, let's just not talk about the finale, let's just talk about what made the show great.
That makes sense.
And that's still true.
Yeah.
It was a really nice way to do that. So
it's a shame that the last thing we remember about the show is this finale.
But I just could not get past it for so long, and this was just a really nice way to kind of.
Well, when we watch the show, the new show, that will hopefully be another a good opportunity for people to remember the show in a different way.
I hope so.
It's just that we remember the final thing, you know.
Do you think people will give it a chance? Or people be like, I can't do it again.
I think enough people will give it a chance, but I don't think it'll catch the same.
No way. Nothing ever will.
Yeah, good job eating now. Anyway,
sorry, I'm having Skittles. It's Pride Month. Taste my rainbow.
We should do something gay for Pride Month.
Everything we do is gay. This episode hasn't been especially gay, but we might do another one specifically talking about the gayness of Game of Thrones.
I think we have to do another episode.
This has just been me like hyped up on sugar talking shit about the show.
How much we love the show, how much we hate the show, and how much we're disappointed, etc.
We haven't talked about any of the gay stuff, but we will do that properly.
Gays, yeah. I was actually, because I read the books, and the books are so detailed and in-depth, I was selecting characters from the book that I would fantasize about being cast as in the show when they were eventually introduced in the show.
Was it Ed Sheeran?
Most of them were not. He's not in the book. There's no character called, musician. That was a weird cameo.
That was so dumb.
No, there's characters.
What season was that in?
6 or
that
7?
Was so dumb. Everyone in the world.
Because everyone knows what he looks like.
Awful.
If it was like Ed Sheeran, I don't know. If it was like Ed Sheeran with a mask on or something, fine. Then it's like a cute little thing. Like a cute cameo. But if it's...
It was just Ed Sheeran.
It was just Ed Sheeran singing.
And because, they had so many amazing people in that show, but apart from Sean Bean, no one was famous.
And I think that's great.
Which was brilliant. Now they are, thank God. Because they were excellent. Excellent. But that's why plopping super famous ginger... Let me finish then. Plopping super famous pop stars in...
Yeah.
It just looked like, why is he been superimposed into the show?
Yeah. It didn't work. It's the same reason I'm sorry. I can't get behind Harry Styles as the brother of Thanos.
No, that's different. It's because everyone in that is famous, so that makes sense. It's like, when they plopped in Julia Roberts in Friends. It's like, they had famous people all the time. It didn't seem out of place.
Whatever.
But there were no famous people in Game of Thrones.
I guess my issue
You just don't like Harry Styles.
I don't like pop stars being encroaching on my acting territory.
He was in Dunkirk. So he's done
which I didn't see.
He's done the acting thing as well.
Whatever.
Yeah, because that's why he didn't get the part. Because he went to Harry Styles instead.
I didn't get the part because they didn't ask me.
Yes. They did not.
I think we should have a bit where we go through the MCU and who's not been cast and guess which role I would be good at. And I don't care if it's just based on looks or whatever. We'll do that later. Sabretooth, yeah. I mean, the whole X-Men catalog is up for grabs. There's a few Spider-Man villains. I fantasize about this as well. I could have been a good Kraven the Hunter or something. I could have been
You would do a good Kraven, but we've got Aaron Taylor-Johnson, who's sexual, so I'm excited.
Why does he get 2 characters?
Loads of people get 2 characters. Gemma Chan got 2 characters.
MCU characters?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who was she? Who was the other one?
Call in, listeners, if you know which 2 parts Gemma Chan played.
I knew she was Cersei. Whatever.
Anything else we want to say about Game of Thrones? I mean, there's a fuck ton we want to say about Game of Thrones. But for today, this was our why we loved Game of Thrones.
Why we love it, our overview.
Apart from the fact it was brilliant television, well written, incredible cast. One of the reasons that I loved it is that almost everyone in it was sexy as fuck. Even the ones that aren't sexy are sexy. And
yes.
I could not pinpoint which one I fancied most, because it would change like the wind. For 1 minute it's well, it's obviously Jon Snow's the heart. Rob's there as well. Or Bronn.
Yeah. Oh, hi Theon with your shirt off.
Right? Ramsay's hot.
In his own way.
They're all hot. He's a psycho and a terrible creature, but he is hot.
So I think
the wee little Welsh boy who plays him. Mwah.
What, the guy who plays Ramsay?
So fucking hot. And
it's fun because, you say, that none of them are super famous, but also some of them we recognize from other TV shows that we've seen. The Ramsay was from Misfits, Who's the guy? Oh yeah, Littlefinger was in Queer as Folk.
It was, yeah.
Which I didn't know because I never saw it, but people were like, oh yeah, he's probably the most famous aside from Sean Bean.
That was on TV when I first moved to England from a Muslim country, and someone said, let's watch this show, and it's him getting rimmed by Charlie Hunman.
Queer as Folk.
And I'm like, where have I landed? What country is this?
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I've not seen any episode of Queer as Folk. I just missed it, and then I came over here when it was big in America, and I wasn't super gay. I wasn't super out at the time, I think. Anyway, that's another story.
So,
did you know that Catelyn Stark is in an episode of Misfits as well? She plays I think she plays Ramsay's mom.
Oh.
Whatever his name is.
She's great. So, my point being, everyone in Westeros and the surrounding world is hot.
Yeah.
Therefore, shall we do Smash or Pass?
Smash or Pass. This is going to be the fastest Smash or Pass ever.
I was saying, this Smash or Pass is going to be wet.
It's going to be wet.
It is going to be wet, and it's like you said, it's going to be fast because it's going to be.
It's going to be smash.
I think there's three.
Thank you for listening.
3 I can think of that I will pass on.
We'll get there. Okay. Okay. I'll be the reading. Are you ready, Nicholas?
Wait.
4.
Can we just announce it?
Yeah, I was just doing that.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do this. I'll pick the list. Are you ready, Nick, for the Game of Thrones version of Smash or Pass?
Let's do it.
Now you've an option. I don't know. I'm assuming you know a lot of the characters, but we'll pick the top 40, top 15, top 20, or top 100.
At least 40.
Well, your options is 40 or 100. I can do 100 and then sort of pick and choose.
Yeah, but are they weird ones? I want to get to the good ones. Let's do 40. I think 40 is plenty, right?
If we do, I'm pretty sure we'll do all 40. I just saw a few previews. As typical, we're going to go backwards.
No, just start with the best ones.
Nope, we're starting at number 40. Fine, I'll go.
Because let's get to it.
It starts at 40 as well.
Oh, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, it's doing the top. It's like a countdown list or whatever.
Oh. That's the least hot we're starting with then. I was going to say, start
Smash or Pass, top 40, according to RollingStone.com. Number 1, Smash or Pass, Daenerys Targaryen.
Smash!
Total smash. This is going to be a really quick one.
Yeah.
Next one. The page is not loading. Jon Snow.
Smash!
I mean, I'm going to have to smash. It's not my favorite smash.
You don't have to, but I'm going to, yeah.
Number 3, my favorite character, Tyrion Lannister.
Oh, pass.
You're going to pass on Tyrion?
Yeah.
I think it's implied in the show, but in the books, they'd say he's like a massive dick.
It's very, very heavily implied in the show.
Yeah.
Not explicitly said or shown, so.
I mean, I would.
Okay.
I would, just because,
I'm going to take my pass where I can find it, because there's not going to be many of them.
Gotta spread it out. You're going to be dry by the end of this. You're going to be
oh my God.
spent.
Yeah.
Next one, Sansa Stark. Smash or pass? Smash. I'd smash. Next one, Cersei Lannister.
Smash.
Smash pass? Yeah. Oh,
she's brilliant.
Obviously we're not doing it right now, but she's had gay moments as well in the books and I think the show.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm. Little preview for next week, I think.
Fun.
Next one, Joffrey Baratheon.
Oh.
Joffrey, smash or pass?
Pass.
I will pass as well.
Yeah. We don't have to say yes to everyone.
Too sniveling.
He's horrible. And a child. So.
Oh yeah, there's that as well.
He's very, very much so a child, so we're going to say
he doesn't deserve my goodness.
Yeah.
In the bedroom.
Is that what he's called?
What?
My goodness.
My goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Every time someone says, oh my goodness, they'll be like, yeah. That's
John's dick.
The name of my penis.
Oh dear.
It's not, dear reader, by the way, in case you were wondering, this is a joke. That is not the name of it. It is something else.
I'm going to cut that out.
I don't get... Oh, yeah, so it's people think it is.
Yeah.
That's fine. As long as it's funny. Next one. Smash or pass. Ned Stark.
Smash!
Of course you smash. I would like... I would, but I'd be like... Tie your hair back. I just don't like long hair.
Smash it.
Smash or pass. Arya Stark.
I'm going to pass on Arya.
Okay. I would totally smash. I mean, I know she's a kid in the beginning, but she does really sort of grow up. She's got that feisty wilderness kind of thing.
Have you seen that clip of her on Jimmy Fallon where she fakes spoiling it?
No.
It's really clever, and it's a little bit cheesy, but I would have bought it at the time, and I'm pretty sure they had to cut it out. Where she's like, when I read the script that I was going to die, and that and she's like, goes white face, and she's like, you can cut, this isn't live, you can cut that out. He's like, the band goes really quiet. She's like, no, we can edit it out. Like,
that's so funny.
Fuck you. Anyway, sorry.
And did they cut that out then as well?
I don't know, but you can find it, and it's good for her. Good for her for fucking with them. But
I know we've complained about child actors in the past, But I don't know why I didn't mention this before, but like Game of Thrones is an exception to the child actor thing.
Well, they use the children to be horrible for a lot of it.
Yeah, but the acting is still good. Like
Yeah.
I gotta buy.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
of course, the children don't get a lot of space anyway. Like the youngest Stark is hardly in it, which is totally fine. Bran, child actor, I was okay. Arya was obviously a bit older. I was quite happy with these. Anyway, smash or pass. My good friend Brienne of Tarth.
Smash
that.
I love Brienne.
You love her. Smash or pass Ramsay Bolton.
Smash!
Would you?
Ramsay Bolton, oh wait. Is that his dad?
No. Ramsay is...
Yeah, he's hot. Smash away. He'd cut off my dick, but whatever.
No. I will pass on Ramsay.
Fine. Vote for me.
Next one, Tywin Lannister.
Smash. Oh my god, yes.
He's got daddy
yes,
vibes.
daddy, yes. Oh,
Yeah, totally.
absolutely.
Jamie Lannister.
Smash.
Yes, smash. It's that fair hair. Told you about, yeah.
It's just hot.
Marjorie Tyrell.
Smash. The
I
pretty one.
want to be a queen. I want to be
The queen. Smash, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Powerful women. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, sad she didn't make it, but that was a good way to go. It was a good ending.
It was truly tragic.
Yeah.
Samuel Tarly.
Oh no. Pass.
No. I will pass on that as well.
Oh, Sam. Soz.
Varys. The spider.
Oh, which one's that?
The eunuch.
Oh, pass now.
I will pass as well. Great actor though. Next one, Sandor Clegane, the Hound. He had the burnt face. He saves Sansa
No.
and then runs off with Arya.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No, I'll pass that as well. And also he's got a really different story in the book as well.
Oh, okay. Same with that for now.
The whole storyline between him meeting Brienne, totally made up. Brienne's got a whole thing with somebody else who doesn't appear in the shows.
It's TV. It's fine.
It's TV. Smash or pass, Melisandre.
Smash her.
Smash her.
I'm a homosexual, but she has incredible boobs.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Magical boobs.
Not the
They're
first
amazing.
thing I thought of, but yes, it is true. Give me some of that Red Witch magic. Next one, Theon Greyjoy.
Smash.
I'll smash that. Next one, Stannis Baratheon.
Smash.
I would smash, yeah. Oberyn Martell. The Red Viper.
Smash.
Can we smash enough?
No.
I'm really glad that Pedro Pascal is finally getting some...
Did you know him from before Game of Thrones?
No, not really.
No.
But he was in some movie that I remember thinking, oh yeah, he was in that. I liked that.
I feel like he's worked non-stop since then. Because he did Narcos and then...
Oh yes, it was Narcos, yeah. Anyway,
Oh my god.
smash or pass Viserys Targaryen.
Her creepy brother.
Yeah.
Smash.
I'll pass.
I'll take it.
I don't like that attitude. Smash or pass Khal Drogo.
See, every time every time I'm convinced as actually he's the hottest. I forget about. I forget Jason fucking Momoa was in it.
Yeah,
My god!
Totally forgot. Also tragic because at the end of the first season, obviously
season
overshadowed by Sean Bean, Ned Stark, and you're like, oh my god, you expect him to survive. Because that's what we're led to believe in these kinds of stories.
Not the same, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. The smashing. I can't.
Smashing is endless.
Infinite smashage.
Do you need a tissue?
Why do you think the pillow's in?
Oh, okay, moving on. Smash or pass Hodor.
He has a giant penis.
Yes.
And it's gay in real life.
In the book, are you talking about? Or
No, you see it. It's in the show.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember if it's actually. In the book
you see it.
Hodor. Yes, and I think the only out actor.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware. Smash. Let's go for it.
I'll pass.
Fine.
I need something to work against. Smash or pass the High Sparrow.
Who's that?
The priest.
Oh, like Jonathan
Jonathan
Pryce.
Pryce,
No,
yeah.
pass, thank you.
I feel
He's
like
a wonderful actor, but
yes,
pass.
very good. I feel like he falls in the same category as like when we talk about the Disney gays and like called Frollo, who's like
he's very Frollo.
he's very Frollo.
Oh, he's quite chill though compared
yeah.
to Frollo. Yeah. Pass.
Smash or I'll pass. Smash or pass Miss Sandy.
Oh my god, smash.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous.
So beautiful. Natalie Emmanuel.
Yeah. What show is she in as well? Was she in
Quite a lot.
some British
Lots of stuff. I can't
forget.
remember.
Skins?
Probably.
Anyway. Smash or pass the mountain.
He's the giant Icelandic guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Like before he's a zombie.
Before he's a zombie. I think
He's one of the guys that could pick you up.
Yes, he could. With one hand, probably. I'd be swept off my feet.
I'd be so tiny.
I'd be like, oh, hi there, sir. Don't hurt me, please. Or do. I don't mind. Smash or pass Robert Baratheon.
No, I'm going to pass on Robert.
I'll pass Robert.
No, thank you.
Apparently he was a hottie when he was young, but, when he became king, it was just kind of...
Got fat and old and drunk
He
and
likes
stupid.
He likes drinking and women and was in love with the sister. And anyway.
Yeah.
Next one, Littlefinger.
Smash.
I'll pass.
Oh, he's so hot. You didn't see him in Queer as Folk then.
No.
You didn't see him get rimmed by Charlie Hunnam.
What? Did you say rimmed by Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah.
The guy who went on to do Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I will add that to my list.
It's like the first episode
This
fuck.
is the UK version of Queer as Folk. I need to watch that. Smash or pass?
It's on Channel 4. I don't know if it is. I'm making it up.
I'll find it. Smash or pass Bronn. Bronn of the Blackwater, yes?
Yeah, smash him.
I would, yeah.
He was Robson and Jerome, wasn't he?
Does he? Yes, he was. I only... That's right. I forgot about that. That is true, though. Does he survive?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
It would have been no emotional payoff if he died. It would have been like, meh.
Yeah, he's just like...
No one cares.
Talk about social climbing. He just sort of keeps... thanks to Tyrion, obviously.
Fading upwards.
Final stretch here. Smash or pass Davos Seaworth.
Oh, I love him.
I love him.
I saw him at Comic-Con. He's so
His
lovely.
stories go so good as well.
He's so wonderful.
The Onion Knight.
Maybe will he hug me and make me feel better about myself afterwards?
Yes.
Smash.
Total cuddle.
Yeah.
He looks like a cuddler. I'll smash. Smash or pass Tommen Baratheon.
When he's older, yeah, I'll smash him.
He doesn't get old. He throws himself out the window.
That's old enough.
I mean, he's cute, but
I'll pretend
the child thing is
I'll pretend he's 18 and smash.
fine. Smash or pass Ygritte.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Smash.
Yeah. Beautiful. Smash or pass Jaqen Hagar.
Oh god, I'm losing it now. Who's that?
He's the faceless guy that Arya saves and then finds again.
Oh, he
Bravos.
is attractive. Mm-hmm. But no. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh no, stop. Oh. But also, nah.
A man has no name.
Yeah, whatever.
Is that a pass then?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll smash.
I'm saving up my juices. we
I've-
haven't got to Dario yet. Another one I forget who's one of my favourite.
Oh yeah, but which
Oh
one?
my god.
2 actors for that one.
No, the real one. The one who was in it.
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
season,
yeah.
not for 15 minutes.
Who was in? Have you seen the flight attendant as well? Mm-hmm. He's
Really
very hot.
good. It was really good. Yes,
I've
he's very
seen the
sexy.
first season and
He will not be in the second one.
no, that's the
I'm
whole point.
assuming.
I was watching because that's on HBO Max, and every time I go home to America,
It's on Now TV.
I don't get that.
It's like £9.
But I mean, I get HBO Max for free because I'm on my family's subscriber. But I can only download stuff when I'm in America. So I'll go to America,
VPN.
download these things, and then watch it on the plane coming back.
Yeah.
So all the stuff
Flight
about...
Attendant was really good. I like that.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Smash or
so
pass
sexy. Anyway, sorry. We haven't.
Jorah Mormont. The one who is like by Dany's side the whole time.
See, he's... No, but yeah. But no, but yeah.
Friend zone guy, yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Again, it's like... Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably would.
Smash.
Yeah. It was also in Lara Croft. It was annoying in that.
Oh, didn't see that one. Smash or pass Tormund Giantsbane. The one.
Oh, I love him. Oh, I love him. Smash. Oh, he's wonderful. The big one.
Yeah, the big one.
He's so great.
He's good. I like his character.
Oh, all of that. It's fucking hilarious.
I think it might be mentioned like late in like season 8 where no one cares anymore. But there's a story in the book where he's like gets super drunk and like shags a bear.
Oh my god.
A she bear, or he says a she bear.
Poor bear.
Which is a rumor as well.
Sure.
Okay. I think it's like top characters, but Smash or Pass 1-1 the Giant.
No.
Think about proportions though, Nick. You might like the way he's put down there.
I'm thinking of the proportions.
You know, you wouldn't?
Nope.
I wouldn't. I'll pass. Next one, Yara Greyjoy.
Yeah, Smash.
Smash. So the actor, I forget her name, Gemma Whelan. Mm-hmm. Her husband used to do the pub quiz down the road here.
What?
Yeah, works for the same company that I used to work for as well. In the pub quiz.
Love it.
Moving on, Smash or Pass, Walder Frey. Pass. And last but not least, appropriate ending, but we can always add more. Smash or Pass, The Night King.
Probably.
I would.
I probably would. It'd be cold, but that's alright.
Yeah, but you'd like it eventually.
Yeah. But too cold and too hot. So Daria wasn't in it? Come on, Daria Naharis is like my favourite.
Rolling Stone's top 40. There's a lot of characters though, to be fair. There wasn't Grey Worm wasn't in as well.
Oh my god, it would smash so many more.
Smash Grey Worm?
Like I'm running on empty, but I'd still try.
Who else? Loris wasn't on there. Renly wasn't on there.
Renly wasn't on there.
We should have done the 100.
You should have done the 100. I'm sorry. That was my decision.
We can
do the 100 for the next one.
Yes,
we'll do
exactly.
All the characters we missed. There's so many. What about Oberon's girlfriend wife?
Ilaria Sand.
Beautiful. All of them. Yeah, okay. So we've smashed or passed a lot.
We smashed most.
Daenerys wasn't on there.
She was number 1.
No, she wasn't.
Daenerys?
No.
Number 1.
No, she wasn't.
First one.
No, she wasn't.
Roll the tapes back.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fair she was.
Oh, we smashed it so quickly, we probably didn't stick
Was she
into
first?
Number 1. 1 Daenerys, 2 Jon Snow, 3 Tyrion.
Oh, I apologise.
You smashed it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's our. Okay, we're going to talk more about Game of Thrones next week, because I think we have so much more to talk about, especially the gayer aspects.
We're going to focus on the gay stuff. There's a lot we'd like to cover. So...
and a lot we'd like to reveal. Cover, reveal,
hilarious.
uncover, disc, whatever.
Hilarious.
But yes, if you did enjoy this episode, let us know by giving us a
fax.
I almost said a follow. Give us a follow.
We don't have anything you can follow. But yes, tell us about your favourite moments. Tell us about your favourite gay moments. Please, if we get this out before we record the other one, which God knows.
Hope so.
Tell us your favourite gay moments or the things about the gayness of Game of Thrones that you loved or hated or anything like that. And we'll talk about it next time on the show. You can tweet me at NickBakerGeek.
You can follow me on Instagram at John Marks. That's JONMARX.
Email us at incompletegeekspodcast.
That's right.
At gmail.com.
Yeah.
We should have said this earlier, but also if you enjoyed this, please help us out by giving us a rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It really, 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 really helps the podcast to get more visible.
Also subscribe. Oh
yeah, you can subscribe on these things.
Yes, that also helps us a lot. Gets the word out. Share it amongst your friends. I enjoy doing this, and I want to do more.
Yeah, but we swear a lot, so maybe don't share it with your parents. We talk about dick a lot, so don't share it with mum.
I promise there'll be more dick next week.
We're going to talk about so much dick. Like, we didn't talk about any dick this week.
And a few boobs as well, probably.
Yeah, and we briefly just talked about...
We do mention boobs.
What's her name's boobs?
Melisandre.
Melisandre's boobs.
Yeah, see? Boobs.
We briefly talked about boobs.
Okay.
But yes, so we're excited to talk about more gay stuff, more Game of Thrones next week.
Yes.
We are trying to figure it out. We're trying to get used to it. We're not complete geeks.
But we're working on it.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.